Hi, this is Marcey Rader, your productivity lead at RaderCo. I'm the principal contributor to the Health Powered Productivity podcast, where we give you bite-sized nuggets of knowledge in areas of productivity, health, and clutter that you can implement right away. Looking for ways to support our health powered productivity mission? We welcome donations to our tip jar, linked in the show notes. We encourage you to check out our RaderCo recommendations page on our site, where we list all of our favorite products, services, and apps. We get a little kickback and you get vetted tools that we use ourselves. Now, on with the show. Professional development funds are common among larger companies, but are archaic in some of their use policies. Continuing education or professional development funds aren't as common in small businesses, yet they could be a make or break in loyalty and engagement in your company, as well as improving your team members' skills to your advantage. For corporate employees, paying for their development personally is almost unheard of, to the point that some are just, they're cheap. Professional development funds should also be considered personal development. Don't you think that investing in someone's personal development may make them happier, give them a creative or learning outlet, and see your company as caring about them as a whole person? You could even check into something like Coursera and take a course for free or low cost to receive a certificate, but give your staff time during work hours to complete it. I took the Science of Wellbeing course through Yale and Coursera and loved it. Now, let me start with larger companies. Old school professional development funds allocated money for each employee to further their education or attend a conference. But these often required spending for a university or college course. We've discovered in the last couple of years that not only are people not interested as much in getting degrees, but a university course isn't always practical. I don't always want to be on Zoom from 6 to 9 every Tuesday evening. Now, the average money spent is $500 to $2,000 a year, plus, depending on the role. But I work with companies that allocate $5,000 to $10,000 a year on personal and professional development for their employees. If your company is stingy with money, consider how much you spend on meetings. If you add up the time and money spent in an hour-long meeting, you could buy an entire course for a team member that would give exponential returns. What if your team member wanted to take a course on public speaking and hire a speaking coach like Helen Moses to help them feel confident on Zoom and present to the board of directors? What if they wanted to advocate for diversity and inclusion in the workplace and wanted to participate in a program that gave them steps to implement? Or what if they wanted to get their inbox under control, manage their focus and attention, and be able to prioritize effectively? They could hire us. Now, these don't fall under typical professional development, but may go a lot farther than a university course and less time required. Case in point, one of our clients works at a national law firm. She's in a 6-month program at RaderCo with a primary productivity coach. We've brought in 2 additional team specialists. One is working with her on her personal brand, which is sometimes misunderstood due to cultural differences. Another team specialist will work with her on her presentation and speaking skills so that she can be taken seriously and deliver her message with confidence. It is an executive team in 6 months with our sole focus to elevate her in the workplace. Now, for smaller businesses that don't have a program, you could allocate a certain percentage every year to development that could help your business. I have purchased courses in email marketing, Google Analytics, and SEO for my technical specialist, and it gave her skills that she took with her to start her own business with my encouragement, while helping RaderCo tremendously for hours while she was working for us. And what if you don't get any professional development funds? I am often shocked at the number of people in high-paying corporate jobs who will not pay for a course or coach to advance them if their company doesn't cover it. Now, we have a continuation program for people who have gone through our 3 or 6 month coaching packages, and it gives 1 session per month and app access as an accountability program. And a former client who makes well over 6 figures felt that $399 a month for continued coaching was steep. I pay more than that per hour for my coach. But in all fairness, when I worked for corporate, I wasn't encouraged to use my funds. Nobody ever reminded me that they were there, nor did it ever occur to me that I could hire someone on my own. So I think this is a two-way street. We need to take charge of our own development, whether it's personally or professionally, but we also, as companies, need to remind people that that benefit is there for them. Now, the funny thing is that with business owners, it's completely different. We will invest our entire paycheck if we think it will bring us ROI. In my first year of business, I paid my business coach more than I paid myself because it was an investment in my future. And I have spent over $50,000 in 8 years on coaches and programs. I attribute that to why we have grown into RaderCo and how I have grown as a person. Now, here's my shameless plug. At RaderCo, companies hire us for 3 or 6 month coaching packages. These companies don't just hire us for their leaders. We've had coordinators and executive assistants because the innovative companies know that if the people supporting the leaders aren't able to prioritize and get out of overwhelm, they can't assist their managers or supervisors. Our roster includes executive assistants to CEOs. And one of the best companies to recognize this is Blueprint Medicines. They are one of our largest clients, and they have money allocated to people who want to go through our program. And it doesn't matter what level you are. And that is why I think their approach to personal and professional development is such a model for other companies, because in the past, the money was just set aside mainly for leaders. But how do you get to be a leader if you're not given that chance and opportunity? Now, for less expensive options, we have our Work Well, Play More Masterclass, which is a self-paced program in health, productivity, and physical and digital clutter. It's based on my book. And we drip out 3 to 4 webinars a month for a year with habits in each of those areas in levels of novice, pro, and master. And then once a quarter, I host a live virtual Ask Me Anything session where participants can ask me anything related to their new habits. And for companies that put in 10 or more people at once, they get 8 additional private Ask Me Anything sessions just for their company. And then we also have one-to-one coaching that you can purchase along with it. That's called the Masterclass Accelerator. So there are several options that fit a company budget. So whether you choose to invest with RaderCo or with another company, be it live coaching, a self-paced course, or something else, revisit your professional development policy and update it to reflect our current state of education and the focus on personal development as well. What can help the company that can help them as leaders or improve their competencies and skill sets, or just become better humans? And if you're paying for it personally, find something you're interested in as an investment in yourself. Don't wait for a company to tell you that you are important. You are. And if they don't see what you are doing as valuable, Well, maybe it's time to find another company that will. I know somebody that took a photography course, and she said it helped her incredibly as a sales professional because she just felt so much more creative and she was happier. Are you interested in learning more about working with us in a private coaching experience or enrolling people in our very affordable masterclass program? Head over to helloraderco.com and book a training connection session to learn more about how we work with companies. If you're interested in the masterclass at $970 per year, go to workwellplaymore.com/masterclass. And if you want to put an entire team in it, reach out to me directly through the website, and we'll hook you up with those 8 additional bonus sessions. Whatever you choose, personally or professionally, just remember you and your team members are worth it. Thank you for listening to the RaderCo Health Powered Productivity Podcast. Please subscribe, leave a review, and forward this episode to at least one person you know could benefit. And can I ask a favor? If you felt this podcast was valuable, please consider supporting it by donating to our tip jar to continue giving you bite-sized nuggets of knowledge. And get your sneak peek of my latest book, Work Well, Play More, Productive, Clutter-Free, Healthy Living, One Step at a Time, with the novice behaviors from chapter 1 that includes how to deal with all those rings, pings, and buzzes, how to declutter your digital desktop and why it's important, and how to play hide and seek with your food to help with portion control. It's waiting for you at helloraderco.com/gift.